Guten Tag, ich heiße Haley. Here is das Armageddon report. It is getting more Russian the more I go on with it. It is a German-Russian accent. I don't know what's going on. But yes, here is what is happening. Cyclone, hurricane, typhoon-wise, whatnot. So we've got Jelawat. The thing I've still not learned how to pronounce over here. Currently, tormented tropical status, also known as a tropical storm. Soon to become the equivalent of a Category 1 hurricane. That would put it at typhoon status. Predicted to become the equivalent of a Category 3 hurricane. I think that puts it potentially in the territory of super typhoon status. So there's signal number 1 in effect. The Pegasus is calling it Lawin, I'm guessing is how they pronounce that thing. But signal number 1, so I believe that is the weakest of the signals. So that's kind of, I think that might be the rough equivalent of like a tropical depression type winds. But they do have that signal in effect. There's typhoon news in effect for Taiwan. Taiwan potentially could be impacted, but the spaghetti models are kind of still all over the place. They were kind of all over the place yesterday too. Some of them were saying it was going to go all the way to Japan. Now there's just the one. But yeah, so potential impacts to the Philippines and Taiwan, potential mainland China, maybe Hong Kong at some point. Obviously a bit too far out to tell at this point there. There is a 80% chance of new tropical cyclone formation out there in the Eastern Pacific. We've got a 30% chance of tropical cyclone formation out the Atlantic. However, probably no threats to the US. This thing is the XTRP. That's the extrapolated position. So if the thing were to continue moving the way it's moved like the past 12 or 24 hours, it would hit Pennsylvania, apparently. Yes, that's what that means. There's tropical storm warning still in effect for Azores Islands. In fact, let's take a look at Nadine with the land hazards. They've got, I believe it's surf, wind and rainfall. So Nadine is expected to produce total rain accumulations of 1 to 2 inches. 1 to 2 inches. I don't know how to say that in Spanish. Right, so the Azores Islands still a tropical storm warning in effect for that thing. This radar, of course, has nothing. That's still from Isaac. I need to fix that because that's completely, irrelevant to where Nadine is out there. So that's the current state of the union, current state of the basins. I don't know how they say that. So active weather hazards. It's apparently winter. What is it? It's September. We've got freeze watches. Almost in the entirety of Iowa is covered by that. Minnesota and Wisconsin, Illinois also with the freeze watches. Freeze warnings in effect for North Dakota, South Dakota. So yeah, it's winter. Extreme fire danger. So, and this is red flag warning. So extreme fire dangers are the peach-ish type colors. And then red flag warnings are the pink, intense pink. I don't know what to call that. But yeah, so we've got freeze warnings and freeze watches and stuff right next to fire-related things. So, fun stuff. And then air quality alerts. That would be what the stuff is that kind of looks already like dirty air. And then severe thunderstorm-wise, there is actually severe thunderstorm news to talk about today and tomorrow. So 15% chance of winds and hail, 5% chance of a tornado. However, as of the time I refresh the page, no watches in effect at the moment. So here's your wind chance. So that would be winds 58 miles per hour and greater. 15% chance of that for Illinois and Indiana today, apparently. Same general area for the hail. That would be 1 inch or larger hail. Tornado, any type of tornado is severe. So basically, Illinois and Indiana, that's the extent of it today. So 5% chance. What do any of these numbers mean? So you could randomly pick this point in Illinois. And that would mean that there's a 5% chance that that random point or someone within a 25-mile radius of them will see a tornado today. So obviously, if you're good at math, you know that a 15% chance is greater than a 5% chance. So it's more likely that someone will experience wind or hail than a tornado, which is almost always true, isn't it? Yes. Tomorrow, we've got another slight risk, 15% chance. Yep. There along the coastline, New York, Pennsylvania, areas such as that. Here's the breakdown. So the 5% stretches a little bit more across it, but still pretty much isolated to this area tomorrow, or at least as of now. But then if we go back, it's green for the rest of the day. So day 3, days 4 through 8, at least as of now, no huge threats on the horizon. Or there don't appear to be. Right, so ViewWeatherTV.com is the official homepage of the screencast. WickedWix is WICKEDWX.com. Cycloc NSCY CLOCANE.com, and that is it for today, and hope you enjoy. What is it? It's Viennes, isn't it? It's Freitag, it's Free Dog, it's Viennes, it's Friday, that's the word. I suddenly have forgotten all my English. I have aphasia for English. But yes, that's it. That's it for today, and enjoy the rest of the weekend. Yes, it's party time, fiesta time, yeah.